Alright, welcome guys. This is the first game of the Tides Wrath tournament, which we're going to cast. This is round 1, and this is Bungleg +4 versus Wheat Lost. And I am Trentus for DDTDota, and joining me, as per usual, is my normal co-caster. Welcome, Darkdawn. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. A little bit tired this morning, but I'm sure we'll warm up once we get going.
And just scraping in on the very start of the game. Very good timing there, mate. Just talking about these bands now, we have a Mag and a Lone Druid coming out from Bungleg. Very powerful heroes, but I'm not quite sure about the Lone Druid coming out so early. And then we have, of course, the expected band of Batrider coming out from Wheat and Lost.
Batrider.
Yeah, Batrider, that flaming lasso. Very powerful. And, of course, the Nyx band.
I haven't actually seen a game where Nyx has not been banned so far.
Well, definitely in Australia so far. I mean, there has been a couple of games in the Europe scene at the moment. But Darkseer being picked up for Bungleg +4. And I have to admit, I really do like their team logo. Very creative, Bungleg. Well done, guys. Well done. But yes, Darkseer, that vacuum wall combo and Iron Shell for laning and Surge for escape. Very powerful. Great team.
Not just that, but vacuum goes well with so many spells.
Yeah, just the sheer amount of AoE power and team fight control that he brings is just very, very impressive. I mean, I guess they really wanted to ban out that Lone Druid just because of that really strong push and the fact that he can pretty much win any late game.
Pretty much, yeah. It's kind of funny.
Indeed. Now we Lost is taking their time for these bans, and Beastmaster first round pickup, very interesting. Normally that's seen in the last couple of pickups as an offlaner or as a mid, but obviously they're putting they think that they've got this, and that Beastmaster is they're very confident in that BM. Not bad manners this time, Mitchell. Not bad manners this time. But that Primal Roar is one of the few spells that goes through BKB. You can really lock down those magic immune targets, especially if they want to go for like a carry like Nyx, or if they go for a Jug, you can knock him out when he's in spinning. And Bounty Hunter, another offlane hero, sometimes played as their main carry in a tri-lane. But yeah, that track, bonus gold, being able to bring him back into the game, give him that gold advantage. And Shattered Demon coming out for Bungleg now. What do you think about the draft so far, Mitchell? I mean, Bungleg obviously going for the more support line. Wheat and Lost are going for the more offensive line with Bounty Hunter and Beastmaster, revealing their two core heroes at the very start. And Queen of Pain obviously going to be their mid, or maybe their offlane. I've seen it go a couple of times offlane because that Blink escape. Yeah,
Blink being very useful for keeping you alive, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, Shadow Demon as well, very, very good support. I mean, that Disruption really setting up for pretty much every other hero just to pile in on that unfortunate target and just maybe pick him off. I mean, especially with that Soul Capture, does a whole lot of damage.
It does indeed.
Well, obviously not by itself, but it amplifies everything up and practically cuts their health in half.
That's why Shadow Demon's normally played in the support role, because he can't really do a whole lot by himself. He really needs someone else, someone with a stun, someone less rack, so a big partner with him often with his stun, with his edict and all the rest.
And Outlaw Devourer, or OD is well, probably want to call him, because I might just call him Destroyer, Obsidian Destroyer. Sorry, relics from old Dota 1 days, guys. But OD, this is going to be a very interesting pickup. Obviously going to be their mid hero. They're going to have to protect him a fair bit. He's very, very squishy early game. But the sheer amount of DPS that comes out from OD is scary, especially when you come to that mid-late game. And that's going to be very, very powerful. Again, revealing their core heroes at the very start. I'm not exactly sure what that is. But banning more carries now with Undying and AM. Obviously, Undying not really a carry, but very powerful hero. Top tier pick at the moment. And Prophet. I guess it's a jungle hero. It can go mid.
Another versatile hero.
Very, very versatile and very, very annoying.
And yes, annoying, definitely.
Talking to Aya Hero, that one. Yeah, one of his former favorite heroes and now one of his hated heroes, just because of the sheer amount of global presence that he can bring to the team with obviously his global teleport and Nature's Wrath just bouncing around across that map, pushing out every lane. If you get the heroes, all well and good. And the Sven band coming up from Week Lost. And, yeah, Sven, very powerful hero. Sometimes being played as support. Probably not his strength, though. Being mainly a strength carry, that is.
Yeah.
And the Luna band also coming up from Bungleg. And that is going to be a very interesting setup if they let that one through. Obviously, Outlord being able to use his Ancestral Imprisonment, just the setup for everything. Not exactly the same as Disruption, as the spells don't stack together, but you got to be careful who you use that on in this context, because both heroes are looking to jump on those targets which are out of position. And picking the PL against OD.
Right.
I'm not exactly sure that was a good move by Bungleg. OD is considered one of the best counters to Phantom Lancer, as shown by MTW in the defense.
That's right.
But Faceless Void being banned out, and that leaves Sand King as one of their supports coming in. Massive team fight. Will be able to burst down those PL illusions as long as he can't create some more of them. The never-ending army, honestly.
I have to say, I like the Sand King pick.
And Rubik, there's a lot of good spells from to steal. Great pickup there from Bungleg. And that was very, very quick, and I'm not exactly sure what we lost are gonna be able to do up against that Rubik, stealing that Epicenter, stealing obviously the OD's very powerful spells, stealing Bounty Hunter's track is very useful as well. Being able to track up a Bounty Hunter is kind of the irony that I love to see in Dota.
Oh yes.
And Primal Roar normally is not followed by axes, but I think he's gonna have to follow up with less powerful spells just in case.
Maybe even summons.
Yeah, maybe even the summons. Which even then, that would be great for a Rubik, especially a support Rubik. It's like, I get a free ward. I'm happy with that.
So, what do you reckon? The last pick? Support? You probably need support.
You probably need the support. There we go. The Lena, the classic Sand King Lena lane is going to be probably an offensive try lane, maybe a defensive with Bounty Hunter or Beastmaster, depends who's going mid. It's very interesting. They have two mid heroes, 2 offlane heroes potentially. So yeah, this will be the laning from Week Lost is going to be a little bit interesting. Whereas I'll probably have to say that Bungleg has a fairly predictable lineup with the tri-lane of Shadow Demon, PL, and Rubik, closely followed by Queen of Pain mid and the Darkseer offlane. Depends if they're just going offensive or defensive tri-lanes.
Yes, well, it really depends on what WFL really want to do with their lanes, because it'll work either way, I think.
Indeed. So we'll just go over the players now, considering no one really knows these teams, well, most people don't, and that is a cool courier. Sorry, just getting excited about cool couriers. Alright, I'll just start off with the die. We have Muffin Man on the PL, and a quick pause coming out, and Sam Y, mate, on the Shadow Demon. Oop. We have Wood Tier player playing the Rubik this game. We have Suppressed on the Darkseer, and I've missed someone? No, I have not. Maybe I have. And Enemy on the Queen of Pain. That is exactly what we've had. Pulsar, just one of the admins for this tournament, just standing in just to make sure. And, he's got a Skippy crew, the Frog crew, like it. Anyway, Mitchells, why don't you take these ones? You tend to always get the
names right.
I think that's next level. By
yes, yeah, we have next level on Bounty. What I did is playing OD, Saber on the Beastmaster, Jeffrey is
E's on the tree.
Sand King, and Soma for the laner.
And got that cool hat, which has become very popular recently. I'm a wizard, Harry.
What are you doing?
Oh, damn. Interesting start to this day, I've got to say. But I'm looking forward to this tournament. It's been very well organised. It's massive. It's got prize money. I mean, Australian tournament, Australian Dota. It's only really just starting up just because of the Australian servers just coming in early January. Everyone getting excited about their low pings.
For good reason, though, really.
Yeah, very, very, very true. So for you guys which are wanting to support us, we have a Facebook page, so /DDTDota. You can find all of our information on there. We are very, very good at posting up everything on that Facebook page and keeping our guys updated. I think we've had so many posts over the last couple of days. We've been very busy over the last couple of weeks casting a different tournament. But we're also going to be posting all of these games up on our Facebook as up on our Facebook.
YouTube. I think the word
I think I'm looking for YouTube. Hey, Doctor. Yeah, I'm looking for the word is YouTube, and again, user/DDTDota is where you'll find us. And we're back. About to unpause, maybe. Anyways, we really appreciate it, guys, if you could support us, and yeah, I mean, we love Australian Dota. That's kind of our focus.
That's why we're in it.
That's why we're here. We're all around. So it's good to see other guys who really love Australian Dota just getting back into it, getting fired up. And I'm getting pretty excited for this tournament, I must say. Pings coming out from both teams, looking to go towards this area around here. But I think that Bungleg is wanting to just protect their jungle, making sure they don't get any wards up, because that will just really stop their pulling. And it looks like they're going to go for the defensive tri lane with the Queen of Pain going mid, and obviously the Darkseer going off lane. It's reasonably obvious. And it looks like they're going to have a bounty going up against the defensive tri lane of Bungleg. And also another defensive tri lane coming out from We Lost. And with obviously the OD going mid. Or maybe not. Maybe not. He could potentially... I'm not even trying to pick up Saber's items here. It looks like he's going to be going a support Beastmaster. At least it's not the normal Roche build that we see. And yep, they've just watered the camps. Darkseer possibly not in the right spot. And yes, he is going to get Ancestor and Pleasant. But that's not going to be enough for them to be able to come in and get that first stun off. With obviously CK and Lena being slightly out of position. Unfortunate for them. And it looks like they're going to run OD as on the defensive tri lane as the carry. Which is something which I haven't seen an OD do, but could be very, very useful for him, Mitch.
Yeah, I mean, the really big disadvantage for Obsidian is his low health pool, low armor, just his squishiness in early game. So that will hopefully help to counteract that.
These banners, honestly. But yes, Beastmaster is going to be taking up that mid lane against the Queen of Pain. Probably put that in favour of the Queen of Pain, just with the sheer amount of harass you can get out from Dagger, and survivability from Blink.
Yeah, Blink, very, very multi-purpose spell.
And you're going to have to say this is going to be a very easy lane for OD to get farm on, which is something that he really needs.
Where even is the Darkseer at the moment?
The Darkseer is looking like he's going mid. Not exactly sure why. Or he could be rotating, not wanting to go up against this tri-lane, which is very scary, you have to admit. I mean, the Lena Sand tri-lane is something that has been heard about, obviously with the stuns stacking perfectly, because Lena needs that little bit of setup time. Or they could be trying to go on this bounty, because that's a smoke. They have invis detection? Yes, they do. But that is something that they could be trying to do. It looks like the Darkseer is just going to sit in jungle just to get those first levels up. Maybe try and get the level 3 before going into that suicide lane. Just not wanting to get ganked up because obviously the Ancestral Imprisonment gives him time for the Lena stun to set up, gives it time for the Sand King stun. So they're obviously playing to their strengths here. Just pulling the creep wave here. Trying to get some kills on those mud golems. They're mud golems. And that was a perfect pull. Going to be interrupted. Oh no, he's going to let it go. But that was a good pull there. Just pulling out that wave just from here. He pulled it from there. And then he's going to pull it around. Woo, woo. Whoa, crazy drawings there. Bounty just looking like he's trying to snipe off some of those kills. And it looks like the only action that's going to be happening across the map is going to be mid. Where obviously the Queen of Pain is going to be getting that haste rune. And the Beastmaster is going to try to be farming up. Supports, probably should have that one up. Just to see how the PL's comparing to the OD. Now the question is this PL going to go for an early action? No. Nope, he's not going to get in the range. Yeah, he's just going to harass him out. Is this PL Mitchell going to be going for that early Diffusal Blade, or is he going to try and save for the Radiance? Because I don't know if Diffusal Blade is going to be the answer. I mean, he's looking to obviously burn mana and deal damage, but he's not going to be able to get with this Essence Aura up on the OD. I don't know if he's going to be able to make these targets have no mana, because they can just keep on casting spells and regen their mana pool.
That is true, but I think On the other hand, Diffusal Blade is so much more useful against OD than...
And Smoke Gang coming up on this mid lane. Beastmaster looking in lots of trouble. And he is going to fall, and that's first blood for the Shadow Demon support. Probably not what they exactly wanted, but that is a great Smoke Gang coming out from Bungleg. And that is something that is very, very powerful. Early game ganks on that mid. Not getting past all of these wards, probably not being seen by this ward here. And they don't have a Roche ward, or a Rune ward. That's the one I'm trying to say. But, PL just harassing out that Bounty Hunter a little bit.
As he should be, really.
PL on level 4, Bounty Hunter only on level 3.
Yeah, so back to what we were saying before. Diffusal Blade, I think, really will be the answer to OD. Mainly because while he does have the mana regeneration, the Essence Aura, it really actually enhances the amount of damage that PL can do. Because he doesn't run out of mana, so he continually damages him through the mana. And also, you rather for their supports have half mana than full mana, really.
Yeah, that is kind of true, yeah, I guess. And Diffusal Blades, obviously, that feedback damage is just going to keep on hurting, I guess. And that will really not help Outworld's, tiny H people.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's just going to come down to how they're going to lock down this PL when the fights really start. Obviously, they should be able to find out which one is which just by the use of OD's ultimate here. Sanity's Eclipse doing a whole lot of damage against PL's illusions. And then him obviously being able to Arcane Orb out on those illusions, also being able to kill them really, really quickly. That bonus pure damage and the bonus illusion damage it hurts.
Wipes them out.
It really hurts. Darkseer just not doing quite so well in the jungle. He didn't really have a jungle build, which is fair enough, but he has stacked this camp
3 times.
3 times?
3 times.
3 times. And hence why he's taking a fair bit of damage from that.
That's why he's running away.
But he's got level 3 now. He might be able to head back to the lane and maybe level 4, maybe level 5, just be able to stop some of that farm from the OD. But even saying that, what can the Darkseer really do? He'll just stand in range and just hit down that Iron Shell target.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot that he can do really because of the 2 range support.
Disruption coming out on the Bounty Hunter, and he just pops straight back into Invis. They don't have any Invis detection this side. Oh, and it's actually run out. So yeah, no Invis detection at all. And Queen of Pain getting that regen rune could quite help him out. He obviously got that first kill up on the Beastmaster. Not something which they really wanted to do. But Smoke Gang potentially coming? Nope. They're going to be just farming those neutrals.
Interesting that Beastmaster's gone soaring instead of bottle, but on the other hand, it's probably fair enough. He'd think that Queen of Pain really has the dramatic advantage with Blink on getting those runes.
Yeah, it's really hard to out-rune control a Queen of Pain. And that's something that we've seen time and time again. Just those mids lose out because they've gone bottle and they can't get those runes, and Queen of Pain just starts to control it. It's such a strong mid, but the other thing about this Soul Ringer, he will be able to spam off his axes and should be able to harass the Queen of Pain a fair bit. Those axes doing a whole lot of damage, especially early game.
That's right. Also useful for clearing trees.
OD getting a fair bit of farm on there, but he's still falling a little bit behind this PL, who's now on 32. And he's already got his Tranquils and a Soul Ring up. Obviously going for the spam out of that Lance.
For good reason. It's crazy lane control coming out of that.
And it does a fair bit of damage as well as creating your illusions. And we missed that kill on mid. Oh, I think that was a blink in with a scream and closely followed by the Sonic Wave. And that is a very dead Beastmaster.
So it would seem.
That's very frustrating. And Sand King just being in smoke, being revealed now. Dire having a ward on this so they know exactly where he is. Not being very afraid of that at all. And Pink's coming out now. I think they know the the Sand King's looking at coming top. This tri lane pretty safe. Lots of farm up on this support, surprisingly.
Enough. Well, they did help out with the first blood there.
And of course they have been doing pulls and everything as well, being a defensive tri-lane. Beastmaster back in mid now. Queen of Pain still just hanging around, getting those bottles, getting a double damage rune. And Darkseer still not wanting to go back to that bot lane. Still wanting to farm up in that jungle. And that's a kill on the Bounty Hunter.
It's over for you.
And PL, that's just... They got some Indius detection out from that Sentry Ward, but PL is just the power of him early game. And with easy countering of the Bounty Hunter, who's only got 6 last hits. Not something that we really can afford to see.
Not for WFL anyway.
True, Bounty Sand King just, going back, is trading with the Bounty Hunter, going back mid. Missing these kills today. Not a very good start, especially after yesterday when I think I didn't miss one. I was very disappointed. And obviously the spam coming out from Beastmaster just going to start coming up. But he's obviously countered a little bit by the daggers, but it's only level 1. Raw coming out now on the Queen of Pain, very, very quickly dead. And Rubik and SD possibly out of condition here. Out of position. Maybe they need to go to the gym.
Maybe they do.
And PL just getting away. And with that double walk, level 2 now, just getting away from this powerful combo. The bow strike into light strike array hurts a fair bit. Now, this is something that Rubik needs to be very careful about. Obviously, Beastmaster's Roar is on cooldown. And he could get caught out. And they're just leaving OD just to farm this bot lane. And he's got a Hand of Midas. Just going for that epic late game farm.
Dyer's bottom tower.
Ward coming out there from the Sand King. And possible gank now coming onto the OD. Oh no, he's just wanting to bottle that rune. Or is he? It looks like he's going to go on this. But OD just wanting to go that early game farm.
Middle tower
which is really fair enough.
Dyer's bottom tower be down.
And that was just from the harassment that OD's had in the whole time. Queen of Pain opening out on the OD. Sanity's Eclipse opening up. Not quite getting enough of his mana off. And that is going to be a dead OD and a good gank from the Queen of Pain. Not even having to use the Invis rune.
Yep. And very well executed, and really not much that OD can do.
And Bounty just trying to get a little bit of harass up in there. He only has 1 level of Shuriken Toss, so that is not going to be a dead Queen of Pain at all. I knew that one was coming.
It's all good.
Got that one.
Let's have a look at top.
Just more of PL, just getting some more farm, and that harass. The harass just sheerly coming out.
Half of her health. Half of it.
From the very first Spirit Lance as well.
Crazy.
And Beastmaster possibly going to get caught out here. There's now 4 heroes in mid. Darkseer jumping in, getting some tower attacks, getting hit by Raw. Rubik just stunning up there, and Queen of Pain coming in just for that last kill, taking some of the damage. Disrupt on the Darkseer as well, just saving him some tower damage. And that was a very easy kill on the Beastmaster. You'd have to say probably good rotations, maybe a little bit of overkill on the rotations, but Beastmaster not having a fun time in this mid, you'd have to say.
Yeah, definitely not. That's really good ganks by Leggett or Bungleg.
Or Bungleg. But it's just really quite evident that Beastmaster versus Queen of Pain, not a mid that you really want to go against. Bounty Hunter now dropping down to this bottom lane just to get some farm up while OD's not there. Back now though. OD leaving the jungle for his supports, I think. Just Sand King just finishing off those there.
Yeah, they're really trying to get as much as they can, being harassed out of lane on all levels.
You would have to say, this PL is just getting big. He's almost finished his Diffusal Blade. He's on 72 last hits now. And Darkseer closely follows on 61. Obviously elevated by the... What is that?
The jungle creeps.
By the jungle creeps. But OG is the top player for... we forgot... Oh, we lost. But you'd have to say, he's not really having a big impact. He's gone Hand of Midas. He's just going to be looking for that end game attack. And they have, obviously, the rune right there, the ward right there, just being able to stop him out. And that is going to be a dead Bounty.
That's not where you want to be, really.
He needs to be very careful of using that invis where he doesn't know where the wards are. And that is something that you can't really afford to do in top tier play, is just hang around those heroes looking for a pick off, and then as soon as they drop the ward, it's like, yep,
You are dead. Yes, Shadow Demon doing quite well with the wards there as well.
And that's really what you have to do against these heroes, especially early game. Bounty Hunter rotating here. Not wanting to open out on the PL, probably feeling a little bit afraid.
It's just shadowing him. Don't know if that's the best idea, but...
And opening out, and that is a missed Light Strike array. And that's a lot of damage. Man, 400 HP. And rotation's coming out now from Bungleg. Just not wanting this PL to fall. He's got a lot of farm. They just don't want to let him die.
Yeah, has enough money for his...
and that is a missed Bow Strike. And they're just opening up now on the Sand King, and that is going to be very dead. His support's just leaving him there. Probably fair enough. Beastmaster also rotating top. And that's his Diffusal Blade. And that is a 12-minute Diffusal Blade.
That's going to hurt.
Very, very early. He has a lot of farm. He's a fair bit of kills. And that is actually now 5 heroes for Bungleg top.
What did Rubik steal? Let's have a look.
Rubik managed to steal up the track.
Lovely.
Great skills from the Rubik. That is really what he needs to steal at this early stage of the game. Because that'll give them a massive gold advantage if they can manage to pull off these kills.
Not just that, but if he gets track on Bounty Hunter, that's going to make his just invisibility so much less useful.
Even though they have this Sentry Ward just there, it's not something they can afford to do, and Invis Queen of Pain. I'm here, guys, just letting you know.
Yeah, saying hi. With a dagger in the face.
Yeah, I'm here. Sure!
Exactly right.
Just getting a little bit of harassed now out on the Lena. Rubrik having a fun time with with the track, tracking up all of these heroes. Didn't get the Bounty Hunter, which is the one he probably wanted, but the track is just going to time out now. And they're retreating out by the looks. And OD.
Oh.
Just still getting that farm on the bot lane. So I was gonna scroll down to him, and then I saw some minor action, and I had to come back up. But nope, they're definitely staying here now. Just wanting to just wait this out. Maybe defend the tower if they're going to try and push this.
I reckon Bungleg are feeling pretty confident at this point.
Queen of Pain just going back mid to put some pressure on that tower. Maybe force a rotation from these 4 heroes from lost. Or WFL. You'd have to say that Darkseer is getting a lot of farm. He's already got the cloak up and both of these Ring of Regens. He's
pretty much a hood there.
And yep, the rotation does come out from WFL. Looking to rotate out of this top lane. Probably not wanting to stay there any longer. They weren't really getting anything happening. They were just kind of staying there. And it's a naked boots on the Sand King.
Yeah. I have to say that's probably not what you want to see at this point.
It's only 40 minutes into the game.
Smoke there from Beastmaster? It was.
Beastmaster. It was smoke. A solo smoke.
Radiant's top tower.
Interesting. And he's going to be revealed. And they're going to open out. And I think he's actually dodged that dagger. But OD coming back in. Raw opening up on the Queen of Pain. That's going to be a dead Queen of Pain. Shadow Demon in trouble now. Rubik being able to get the track up on OD. But there's support coming in from the Queen. Oh, from the Lena. And he gets him with the Dragon Slave. And the Rubik is just going to die right in front of the Beastmaster with those axes. And that is a very failed gank. And that is also a disconnect from the Sand King. But Bungleg really falling into that gank there. That was just great work there from WFL. Just being able to come back on those 3 players from Bungleg, Mitch.
That's right. I mean, it really was OD who was doing all the work there. His Arcane Orb passive. Damn it, Trent.
Just wait until you watch the YouTube, guys. You'll see funny expressions on my face.
Anyway, so his Orb doing crazy amounts of damage. Just really not letting him able to escape. Pretty much what it was.
6% of his
mana pool.
Of his mana pool, sorry, which is 66, 67 pure damage. At this stage of the game, that's increasing his DPS by about 60%.
Yeah.
That is gotta hurt. That's a lot of damage early game.
Yeah, and you just scroll over it again, Trent.
Oh, sorry, I'm coming back.
The orb.
The old,
Yeah.
there you
So
go.
you can see as well the bonus illusion damage up to 400 final level. It won't be long until he gets that, and the PL's illusion is just gonna hate life when that starts pulling out.
Yeah, they're just going to melt, and he's got 2.7k. Maybe saving up some powerful items. Probably should buy treads first, though.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure a Hex would do better than the treads.
Fair call. I'll take that one. The Hex would be better, and we're going to restart now. Rubik obviously losing that track, trying to get those track kills up, but it just didn't really happen. It was great TP support from Leggett. But PL finally taking that tower, and he's got his diffusal blade up on him now, and as well as 1.8k. He's farming up something fierce with 106 and 22 denies. Man, lagging out there for a little bit. And this courier is probably not wanting to be there right now. Okay, yeah, it's moving. But, oh my god. It's a special courier. Really? Really? And, oh, Sand King dropping a little bit low now. OD rotating top. Wanting to get some harassment, probably out on this PL.
He's got the sand dance going.
The sand dance. You love that sand dance. And I think they know... Nope. They do not know that there are 3 mid.
I think they suspect there's 3 mid.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. But there's also 4 mid, 4 bung legs, so rotation's coming out anyway, looking to maybe go on this PL. But I think he realizes.
He definitely knows now.
And he's just like, oh, I'm going to run away. Just open up with a Phantom Lance. Let everyone know. And Beastmaster being caught out by the Queen of Pain, using the ulti, but it's not going to be able to get him down. He's still running. And in the wrong position now, Sand King being able to bow strike in on that. Still not level 6, so he does not have that epicenter. And that was a disruption out on Shadow Demon himself. Okay. I was going to say, I don't think there's a player from WFL there.
Yeah, he's just trying to get some extra push in the tower.
Yep, you definitely have that expectation. And, yep, he just goes straight out for the Mystic stuff.
What did I say, Trent?
Yep, okay, he is going for the Hex Stick. Not going for Power Treads. Does not care about that. And his damage just getting a lot higher now. It's going to start hurting pretty much fairly soon.
I think it already hurts, Trent, to be honest. No, that's what I think, anyway.
Yeah, he is quite powerful. Rotations coming around. Not wanting this PL to keep on farming. Maybe wanting to try and get a kill up on him, but he's already starting on his Manta. He's got the ultimate orb up as well.
Yeah, he's already almost halfway there, so... Crazy farm. Insane.
Indeed, indeed. And not much action happening on the map just yet. Oh, and as I say that, wards go down on there. Just picks off the OD, the SD,
Demon.
sorry. Shadow Demon. Raw being stolen by the Rubik, opening up on the Bounty Hunter. But he's able to get tracks out and he does not die. Beastmaster probably not wanting to stay there now as PL comes in and opens up on him. And that is going to be a dead Beastmaster. Good rotations there from the PL. And that's WFL. Just losing out on those rotations, looking to gank up that PL, but just retreats out. And this should convert into a mid tower. There's probably nothing that WFL can do here.
Shadow Demon also coming back straight away. Didn't buy back, but still this early. He doesn't need to.
Instant smoke after that. I'm not exactly sure where they're going to go. And signals from map coming up. Look like they want to go on the OD. Nope, they're going to rotate for this bot tower. I don't know if they saw that. They probably would have seen that.
I think that was just an illusion from
Or was
PL.
it just an illusion?
Precisely, Trent, precisely.
Manta style, YouTube. Look it up, guys. OD now, just continuing farming. I just want to check out the net worth, the comparative net worth. Yeah, PL ahead by 2,000 and a bit, 2,200 from that OD. Just getting really, really big. Really big. And OD, wow, that Shadow Demon buying all these wards is not looking very, very high at all. Bounty Hunter, probably not wanting to stay there. Rotations now, though. Could have maybe picked off that that courier, but they open out. And this team fight has just exploded onto WFL. It's trying to censor myself there a little bit. And Shadow Demon just going to fall at the top here. Closely followed by the Beastmaster killing off, and the OD falling as well. WFL on, whoa, and I have just lost my game. And there we go, back up. Bounty Hunter just trying to hide in the trees there. And that was a very, very easy kills for Bungleg. And Bounty Hunter probably not wanting to initiate there. They don't have any invis vision there, so he's able to get away. But that was 4 heroes falling and a tower for WFL. Bungleg just really being able to control that team fight, that Queen of Pain ulti ripping through their ranks, killing off that OD very, very quickly into the fight. Probably not having enough survivability, that's why I was questioning that Mystic Staff. Definitely should have gone the Ultimate Orb, looking at this now. He's sure he does a huge amount of damage, but he already does a huge amount of damage at this stage of the game. He just is so squishy.
That's right, and really the critical thing for WFL there was Sand King died before he could get his ulti off. Lena died before she could get her ulti off, and just it really fell apart as they separated. What was it? Bungleg really took the control from that fight.
This Rubik has just been great at stealing these crucial spells. He was able to steal, looking like they're trying to go on the PL, able to steal Roar and just open up straight away with the Roar was just devastating for WFL, and they got to be really careful about who they open up on. And that's why Rubik is such a powerful support. And the PL just goes, yep, I'm going to go straight back into farming, and guess what? I've already got a Reaver.
Just have a look at his net worth now.
Net worth just up around the 10,000 mark. He is getting very fat. And that's going to be proved very, very difficult to take him down. Obviously the OD still has a fair bit of damage, but without the survivability, he's just being burst down by that Queen of Pain.
Radiant's top tower be under attack.
Oh, right, now. What? Okay.
I think the heroes, what they're trying to say, the heroes are around here.
Probably about right.
And PL just trying to force down this tower. The army of illusions is getting bigger.
Yep, OD taking some Spirit Lance there as well.
And trying to open out on the OD now, and he's looking like he's going to maybe fall. But he managed to just use Ancestral Imprisonment on himself. But PL's hanging around, and he's going to be able to get the kill off. Bounty Hunter, now in trouble as well. Doesn't have Invis detection. But they do have the tracker map, and he Laguna Blades the wrong one! That was going to be a kill on the Phantom Lancer. But he Laguna Bladed the wrong target. And that is a critical mistake. He was tracked up as well. That misclick, very, very detrimental for WFL, Mitchell.
How much money?
Woo!
How much money do you think was that click worth? The
Well,
500, 600 gold, plus
yeah.
assist gold.
Plus assist gold. That was a huge mistake right there. Oh man, you cannot let mistakes like that fall, especially when PL is this fat. You just missed your opportunity to pick him off. And that would have been bounty gold as well. Oh man. That is painful. That is very, very painful.
Nice to see Sand King now. Here's a bracer. He'll be alright. Here's a bracer.
Oh, he's just got to stack up those braces. I mean, he needs some survivability. He's not going to get blink anytime soon. He should just stack up another bracer.
Another bracer. Another bracer. 5 braces.
Yeah, 5 braces. Yeah.
7 braces.
But, oh man. And Bounty Hunter just getting picked off by Rubik in the end. But OD is starting to open out. Epicenter being channeled. And they're catching out all of these heroes. Raw being stolen by the Rubik and being opened out on the OD. But rotations not coming out from the rest of Leggett. And that is going to be a very quick dead Queen of Pain. Laguna Bay being used again. And TP out by the Rubik. Very well done hiding in those trees. Realised they're not getting Darkseid probably wants to head out as well. He's got a TP as well as Mech and Pipe. That is a very, very fat Darkseid on 8k HP. And they're just using that split push from PL. Now coming back into mid. And even though all of these ultis were used, they only managed to get down 2.
That's right. Queen of Pain getting out with a blink initially, but sticking around to try and help Rubik. So it did... I'm not sure if that paid off in the end, really. Rubik or Queen of Pain, what do you say? Who's the better loss?
I'm not exactly sure. But the Queen of Pain is very fat in comparison to the Rubric, so they'll probably be the more valuable pick-off. But man, Sand King being burst down there, being caught out of position by the PL.
Especially after channeling his ulti and burrow striking in.
That was a great move from him, but still, Primal Roar up on the Rubik.
That's going to hurt. It already has.
Yeah, that's been very, very powerful. They're just looking to take this tier 2 now in bot lane. Rotation's not quite there from WFL. Just trying to give that PL some more illusions.
That's what he needs.
And what I want to know is, can Shadow Demon create his own army of PL illusions, or when they create illusions, does it automatically come under PL's control?
They'll be controlled by Shadow Demon, but they will have a juxtapose, so he will be able to create his own army.
Well, that would be something to see. 2 distinct PL illusion armies.
Wow, that would be crazy.
That would be something worth watching. And these two wards right next to each other, probably overlapping around about there. Not exactly worth it. And they're rotating for this Roche. And then it's going to be uncontested. No ward vision unless there was picked up by... Nope, it won't be. So no ward vision, and that is the die ward anyway. And so this is going to be a very easy Roche kill for Bungleg. The lead slowly falling away now. Slightly out of reach for Weak and Lost. And I think Weak and Lost may actually lose this game.
It certainly seems likely at this point in time. The net worth of PL is just spiraling out of control, really.
14,000.
14,000, I think you'll find.
14,000, it is indeed. And he has a heart now.
And
he's building towards his Manta. Oh, this PL is getting huge. And really, Bounty Hunter, you may need to learn your lesson here. And that is the wrong one. It's a bit hard to tell now that PL has his heart. Which one is not or is the wrong one? Because, man, that much HP, you can't really tell sometimes.
It does certainly makes it hard to tell just from punching him.
And OD has that ultimate orb up now, putting his HP up just to the 1200.
Also has treads. He also has treads.
He does also have treads. And Disruption, just opening out there. Just on that bounty. And they're retreating back, but good vacuum there from the Darkseer managed to catch out 4. And it looks like they're just going to let this happen, I think. Just going to try and track in some harass, not wanting to really team fight this. It's probably fair enough, really.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot they can do.
There's so much damage coming out from the PL. All these other heroes just working together. The top 3 heroes of theirs, top core, are just in that highest net worth bracket. And even the Darkseer is higher than the Outworld now.
Yeah, that's really a problem for WFL. They've got to do something
and he
about
kills those illusions in 1 hit. And that's the power of OD versus a PL. Without being able to get comparable farm, obviously the PL is just very confident in being able to go in on that. And that is what you need to do. Get the track up on the right target. Probably realise he's tracked, and they're backing out. Like, yeah, I'm happy with that. Another track coming out onto the Queen of Pain.
Trying to bait something out, I think. Bungleg waiting for an initiation.
And just catches him out with the light strike away. And now they open up. All of that damage falling on the OD, and he is very far down. Lena dying very quickly there. Raw being again stolen or used by the Rubric. Sand King just trying to use that there, but he does not have enough HP to survive that. And OD falling as well to the Queen of Pain, closely followed by the Bounty. And the only hero not dying for WFL is the Beastmaster, who falls back. And this is going to be a tier 3 mid, and possibly a Rax. And I have to say, this is probably going to be GG.
It certainly looks like it's going to be tough for WFL to come back from this. Another 10 seconds before anyone's up for WFL, so probably going to be a Rax as well.
And Queen of Pain taking a fair bit of damage. So is the Rubik. The Rubik actually dies. Just taking a few too many hits from the Queen of Pain.
Queen also having the gem there as well.
which would be very, very useful. That's how they got vision on the Sand King. And probably how they got vision on the Bounty Hunter as well. And wow, PL just like, nah, I can take this whole team. And he's going to go. And he gets the Beastmaster.
There's just the supports there really at the moment. Another 5 seconds for OD, and Bounty just coming in now as well.
And far out. This PL, they've just let him farm way too freely. And look how big he's gotten. He's at 1400 now. And he is just dangerous.
I think you find that's 14,000.
That 14,000, yeah, 14,000.
There's a little bit of difference. Just a little bit.
BKB coming out on the quap. And she also has Hextech.
It's had that for a while now.
Just getting way too big.
Manta, there you go. Manta up on Phantom Lancer.
Manta on Phantom Lancer. And there should be a second level diffuser blade coming out as soon as he uses those other 2 charges on Purge. Man, diffuser blade. One of my least favourite items in the game. I personally consider it a little bit overpowered, especially with these Illusion heroes, which are quite popular at the moment. I mean, put it this way, with diffuser blade, you can burn more mana than Anti-Mage.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. And Rubik also grabbing a Blink Dagger.
And Bounty Hunter just stalking. And he's going to try and open up on this Shadow Demon. But he turns around going, nah, I don't really want to.
Just going to push him back, I think. That's really trying to get back their map.
But no counter water coming out this entire game duration. But they could probably do that now. Queen of Pain does have a gem.
You are simply not worthy.
Those Illusions so tanky.
With that heart, it's just so hard to kill them. And they're split pushing now perfectly. With Sand King just being in the jungle.
Just trying to get some items.
He's probably trying to save up for that blink. And yep, Pink's coming out and he's going to get picked off. Rubric coming in with the blink. Should be able to steal something as well. And yet still Sandstorm. Looks like Rubric can do the Sand Dance as well. And OD just getting to get just saves himself with that Ancestral Imprisonment, being able to pick off the SD, but he's going to fall very quickly afterwards. And that is something which they can't really afford to do. Their one carry just dying, along with the Sand King just out there. And this is going to be the rest of the racks and the tower and these racks, and that has got to be GG. No way that WFL can come back from that now. Very decisive play from Bugleg, just showing the power of a fat PL. And that's what happens when you don't cut down his farm. You really need to just be careful of that. And Queen of Pain, perfect ulti there. But Epicenter being channeled by the Sand King. But he dies very quickly after that.
Along with the laner.
Along with the laner.
PL does not care about this fountain.
Nope, he is pretty tanky. And that is his level 2 Diffusal Blade. As well as almost 3k in the bank.
He's just going to solo that bottom tower.
And there's nothing really they can do about that. Fighting the backdoor regen. Tracking up the real one. Well done, Bounty Hunter. That's what you need to do. But this game is definitely very over now. Unfortunately, it's just going to push out to fruition. And that's going to be a very, very, very early GG. Oh, not very, very early. More like a solid 35 minutes, I'd probably say. But it was very well played by Bungleg, especially that early game, and that is going to be a dead Beastmaster. Oh, he's just opened out on the Raw, just able to get that off, and he's running, and he gets picked off.
Yeah.
Closely followed by the PL, though. OD just being able to open out on him and just continue attacking him, but he buys back immediately. And that Light Strike Array not stacking perfectly with the Burrow Strike, and Queen of Pain going to town. And that is going to be a dead Lena, and they're just having to retreat back into the base. And closely followed by the Sand King death. And Rubik was able to steal the Light Strike Array. Oh no, the Burrow Strike. Never mind. Or maybe he used that and then stole the Burrow Strike. It's probably more exact.
That's probably what happened, yes. And there we go.
And there's the GGs.
That's the GG. Very nice play.
I think that was called by the Queen of Pain.
Was that... what?
It was. It was called by the Queen of Pain, closely followed by the Beastmaster.
Was it really?
Going by proper rules, that would actually be a forfeit from Bungleg. Awkward. BM. A little bit BM there, guys. But that's okay. This game is definitely very much in favour of Leggett, and I'm guessing they're just going to give that over. But this is for prize money. So, and you don't really want to BM in the prize money tournaments, being able to pick off the Shadow Demon there. And Woodrick dying and then buying back instantly. Not very happy about being picked off with that Laguna Blade. And there flows the Queen of Pain's death. And then PL opens up! And he's just going to kill the rest of his team probably.
Crown passes.
Trying to hide in the fountain.
And he's going to be dead. And but all these illusions are just owning. They are so big. And being able to TP back in, and that is going to be a very dead fountain.
Just fountain.
Very dead fountain? Very dead ancient. Oopsie. There, Hill's coming out there, and the game finally ending. But, very decisive play from Bumleg. Probably, like we said, a little bit BM, but that's okay. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you're watching out on YouTube, just please subscribe. Please go to our Facebook and just support us, guys. If you're watching Dota TV, thanks, guys, for watching, and we'll see you in the next couple of games.
That's right, see you around.
So that's Trentus and Ductum for DDT Dota saying goodbye.
See ya.